Hey everyone, it's me again. Today we're gonna do a couple of different things that we have been doing for the past weeks, but this time I want you to be attentive. So first of all, we're gonna be starting with the news as usual, and we have the news that one of my favorite bands, like as you know already, Cradle is gonna be releasing a new mini album called Ever More Darkly, which is basically a continuation of the work they did on Darkly Versa Versa, which is the last album that they made. Sorry, and it's gonna be featuring a couple of new things. First of all, it's gonna be coming out October the 10th via Peaceful Records. It's it's a CD DVD package. It has some new tracks, some rarities, a documentary of life on the road, and 10 songs filmed at Grass Pop Metal meeting in Dezel, Belgium. It has a new song called Thank Your Lucky Stars, a special remix of Forgive Me Father made by Anthrax guitarist Rob Caggiano, an extended rendition of Lilith Immaculate, as well as demo versions of three songs from Darkly Versa Versa. And of course, there's also a new version of Summer Dying Fast for the new idea they have of making some of their older songs into completely orchestral symphonic versions. So that's also it's going to be there on the album. The tour is, of course, the tour document is called "You Can't Polish a Turd, but You Can Roll It in Glitter," and it's performed its performance video as well as some interviews. And of course, it's also all narrated by Mastermind Danny Filth, so that might be interesting. Be able to look out for that on October the 10th. Another news: Corey Taylor says that while the work that whatever work was made between him and the guys from Rebel Revolver might never see the light, that people should be happy to know that he and Duff McKagan have been writing some songs together, and that they might be working together in the future. So also that's a possibility in the future for them, and that seems rather interesting. After 15 years of being together in a band, the guys from Rhapsody of Fire, Alex Taropoli and Luca Turilli have parted ways. They've made basically two bands. They say that their friendship is still strong, but they have different views on the music and why it should be and how it should be done. So people should expect different new ideas. Rhapsody of Fire will continue, but it's gonna be only Alex Taropoli with Fabio Leone, Tom Hess on guitar, and Alex Holsworth on drums, while Turilli is going to continue his efforts just under the name Rhapsody, and he's going to be joined by Dominic Larkin, Patrice Gerst, and Alex Holsworth. I'm guessing Alex is going to be doing double duty on drums on both bands, but it seems interesting. Helloween is also announced that they're going to be starting to record a new album on after they finish this tour, and that we should be expecting a new album by the end of 2012. So I'll keep you updated on that, but yeah, we should be looking for a new Helloween album for next year. Another news: one of the weekly Metal Doses favorite musician, Nergal from Behemoth has been found innocent of the Bible tearing incident that we commented a few weeks back, because the judge found that it was actually part of his artistic performance, and that he couldn't be held as guilty of insulting religious sensibilities, and because none of the witnesses were offended of what happened there. So yeah, he was acquitted on Thursday, August the 18th, which makes us very happy, of course. Like we said, I think I mentioned, maybe I didn't, especially in the English version of the video, that Ministry is basically back. They're recording a new album, and when somebody asks Jourgensen why he had come back, why he had brought back Ministry, he answered that he had brought it back because he was working on his Buck Satan, this country stuff he's working on, and he made a couple of songs that were not really in the vein of what he was trying to accomplish with Buck Satan. So he decided that he had to do something else. So he worked with another, he's going back to working with Tommy Victor from Prong and Tony Campos from Soulfly and X Static X, and Mikey Scasia from Rigor Mortis too. So they're gonna be working on a new Ministry album that is gonna be coming out next year, if I'm not mistaken. Apparently it's going to be the hardest and fastest album ever written by Ministry, so yeah, that's different. And hopefully they're going to be releasing it soon for all of you to enjoy. All of you, of course, who like or follow Ministry's activities. Italian dark metal band Graveworm, it has set Fragments of Death as the title of its new album, which is going to be coming out on October the 14th via Nuclear Blast Records. It was recorded in July in Dream Sound Studios in Munich, Germany, and mastered by Jan Basek. What else can I tell you? We still don't have a cover or anything, but as soon as we have it, we'll post it for you. Very excited, the guys, about the work they're doing, and they're waiting to have the chance to work out with us. So that's that. And we also unveil the lineup. Dragonland, Swedish symphonic black metalers, have announced the release of the new band, or the new lineup for the band. Sorry, and it's gonna. They have parted ways with guitarist Niklas Magnusson and bassist Christer Pedersen, but now they have Anders Hammer behind the drums, and Morten Loe Sorensen from the Arcane Order and Submission, and Amaranthe on drums, and bass duties have fallen on Anders Hammer from Night Rage, and Jesse Lindskog is gonna be handling the second guitar duties for the foreseeable future. Olaf Mork is still on guitar, and of course I can't remember who the singer is, but all of those of you who are interested in Dragonland, be sure to check out their new lineup. And for reviews, we're going to be talking about 2 albums by 2 Spanish bands that I really like a lot. Yeah, and I mean Spanish as in from Spain. The first one we're going to be talking about is Fragile, rather, the album is called Fragile, but the intention is called to say Frágil in Spanish. It's the 4th album by a Spanish rock band, Savia, or SAP, for those of you who don't speak Spanish. It's one of their best albums in my opinion. They have the difference between this album, the 4th album, and the previous album is that I found this album to be something that people can enjoy as a unit, rather, or is it maybe just my impression that the other albums I only enjoyed a few songs, or that I only got into a few of the songs, while Fragile caught me the whole thing. I can listen to the whole thing completely, and I don't ever get tired of listening to it. It's very, very different from what people might be expecting. They actually have some special, some weird sounds. There's some how do you say it? Some different styles, more like dance music or danceable music. Some dancing music rather. But I think you people might enjoy it a lot. So if you can, check it out. It's a very, very good album. It's called Fragile. It's Spanish. Yes, of course, all the music it's in Spanish. All the lyrics or the voices are in Spanish. But the quality of the musicianship, it's superb. All the guys in the band, Antonio Pereira on drums, and Fernando La Moneda on guitars, and Jesus Pulido on bass, do an excellent job. While Carlos Escobedo, who does singing and guitar, is a very, very good singer. It's just under a minute long, just 10 seconds under an hour long, so you guys might enjoy it. It's very, very good. I suggest you guys check it out. And the other album I'm going to be talking about is another album, one of my favorite albums by a Spanish band, Skizoo, and the album is called Incerteza, or Uncertainty in English. It has, like I said, one of the best some of the best songs that the band has written. Also fits together like, as a unit. You don't really feel how long it is, even though it's almost an hour long. It's 49 minutes long. You don't feel the time pass you by. Some of the greatest songs in there, like Dame Aire or Give Me Air, Algún Día or Someday, De Sol a Sol or From Sun to Sun, Esta Locura or This Madness. I don't know, and of course my favorite, the first track, No Me Dejes Solo or Don't Leave Me Alone. It features of course the vocal talents of Morty, a Spanish musician goes by the name of Morty on vocals, Jorge Escobedo on guitars, Antonio Verdonini on guitars, Danny Perez on the drums, and Edu Fernandez doing bass and backup vocals. It's also a great album by a Spanish band. You should totally check it out, Incerteza or Uncertainty, and be on the lookout for that, guys. Other than that, that's all for me. Both albums go out with a 9, and I wish you guys the best.